here we go. We're already at the reconciliation view for this invoice that came through. It's been fully reconciled. There is no discrepancy. However, the coding was done previously. I will show you how the coding works in a subsequent video, but for now, I'm purely interested in showing you the good to pay validation flow. You can see that there's 2 target users, and I'm explaining to the first user what my issue with this invoice is. The vendor zip code was off by 1. So I want to confirm, and I also want to confirm the coding, which is a 50-50 split between the 2 GLs. Now, what happens is gets sent off to Simon Clark, and it saves that step in the audit trail. Simon Clark, this is now his point of view. He comes into his email, he sees this. Again, he is not a regular user of the platform, but he can still get a one-time access code sent to his email inbox, so that as somebody that is merely interested in validating an invoice, he can just assure the system that he is indeed Simon Clark by putting that one-time passcode. It's a fairly standard multi-factor authentication view. And all he's doing is he's actually responding to my request. He said he can't speak to the general ledger coding split. Maybe that's something that the next person can help with, but the zip code being off by 1 isn't an issue. This is apparently something that the vendor has done before. So now the first stakeholder has quickly seen the comments that I made and kind of touched the invoice and explained why it got validated. Now, the next person who gets, the request is somebody called demo user. I know, very original name. I do apologize. However, this demo user is somebody that has regular access. So they come in here, they sign in with their credentials. They might even be on the AP team. So they're both an AP team member that actually processes invoices and a validator. He went into his queue for the requests, and he can see the trail of what happened. So he comes in here to the GL, he sees how it was coded, and he says, yes, this is fine. This is exactly how it should be handled. So he's going to type that in. This looks good to pay. No issues on how this has been done. This is the correct way. Thanks. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, okay, well, this is great. We have a platform here that handles requests, and people are answering in a timely manner. But in reality, David, what about those that don't respond in a timely manner? That's always a reality of working with people. Sometimes people aren't timely with